Hello. If you don't like someone, give him one suggestion. Ask him to open a factory in India or ask him to start business in India. You will see that his life will become hell for next 5 years. He may have a very, very glorious future, but the very first 5 years, the kind of learning curve which will be required to become successful in India will be so high that his life will actually become hell. Well, what I'm trying to say here, in 1970s, Sensex started with 100. It was that era when most of the talented people migrated to Western countries for earning breads, living good life, and everything else. But still, from 100, Sensex has come to 36,000. Well, some people are right now questioning that when we are not having any favorable situation for the industries or sectors or Indian economy, why market is going up? And I get this question every day. Every time when I do webinars or conduct webinars, I get this question asked. And I keep giving one rhetorical answer, which is that stock market is not something which is solely based on the present scenario or the present condition of the businesses it is representing. It talks about the future, how these businesses are going to do in future. Looking at past, you can predict future for sure. Now I'll tell you some historical stuff. When India got independence, we got in legacy few things. Cash crops. Economy was still holding. Be it the golden era of India or the Mughal era or the British era, we Indians were blessed with business communities who were holding the fort always high, holding the flag of capitalism very high. We might have got this term capitalism in English from Western countries, but we were capitalist at heart from day one. We were growers and traders both. It's just that post independence, probably government started getting into the nerves of businessmen by bringing a lot of, what you can say, controls and measures. We were not asked to produce more than certain numbers. Licensee Raj was there, and that was the time when probably the capitalism failed in India. And you can see what happened basically during this period. Even after all these challenges, Indian businessmen kept doing businesses, fair businesses, good businesses, and Sensex, which was started at 100, is today right now trading at 36,000. This is what is the past. So what's the point challenging the fact that why Nifty has jumped 10 or 15% in last 1 month or 1.5 months when most of the industry was shut? Well, when every logic fails, there comes the philosophy. So according to me here, the philosophy is looking at the grit, the hard work of the Indian businessman. I can tell you that we have a glorious future ahead of us as well. In India, I know it is sounding more like a political speech and not a stock market topic video, but here I can tell you that at this point of time, when you do valuation, when you see the liquidity in the market, many other factors will go against why market is going high. But then if you have to find that one topic or one point and have to justify this growth of Indian stock market, you will realize that even in the toughest of the situation, Indian businessmen have pulled it up, have pulled it through. Trust me, if the whole world is going to get drowned or the world is going to end just because of Corona as a pandemic, then how does it matter where your money is sitting idle in bank account or is deployed to generate more wealth through stock market, through businesses? Stock market is all about businesses. Till the time humanity will be here, businesses will be here. And so will be the passion and the grit of the businessman. especially the Indian businessman. Let me tell you something, India is not ranked well in terms of ease of doing the business. But look at the Indian businessmen mark on the global map. They are doing fantastically well. And I'm sure the way young generation has been taking entrepreneurship as one of the career apart from becoming the regular service sector, employable people or resource, future will be much more glorious. So what I'm trying to tell you here that yes, Sensex may or Nifty may correct by another 10%, 20%, 30% or even 50% and come down to 5,000, maybe because of the previous quarter results and sudden panic trigger. There's a very high chance of happening that as well. But then it will reclaim 12,000. It will go to even 15,000, what the Nifty I'm talking about. Business will be there. Businesses will make profit. If you have few gray side of Indian business, you may have one Malia, then you have so many Tatas, so many Narayan Murthy type of businessmen, so many other businessmen who have been doing business fairly, creating jobs for we Indians. We probably have to start looking into good businesses to invest rather than challenging this fact or doubting this fact that stock market is a scam. Industry is not doing well, sector is not doing well, economy is not doing well, why stock market is going up? It must be a scam. That's how the whole scenario I see, or that's what the question I see in people, a thought process. So yes, stock market work because you have expectation from the future earning, and future is looking good for India for sure. We have been doing really well in the service sector. Looking at the global scenario right now, I can tell you that we can do really good in manufacturing sector as well. The world is looking at us that we will start manufacturing well also. I'm sure government will listen and make ease of doing the business better, which means you may not be giving actually advice to start a factory for only those people whom you don't like, but also those people whom you really like and want to support. Well, the logic may fail here, but philosophy will not fail, the history will not fail, and historically, as I told you, Sensex has come from 100 to 36,000, Nifty started at 1,000, went up to 12,000, came to 7,500, and again trading at 10,800, tells you that it will go to 15,000 also, and it will give to 20,000 also. And this is the time when you can actually find good businesses, buy their shares, and indirectly support Indian economy also. For any economy, industry, sectors, companies are equally important. You are their consumers. If those businesses are not surviving, you will not good products and services also as a consumer. What will you do with the money? We probably have to create a very positive, fair environment about the stock market. Instead of doubting the whole stock market, we may certainly doubt individuals, certainly doubt certain sectors who are probably not setting up the right example of capitalism. But for that also we need to talk. We must have financial literacy, and we must look at every aspect as a positive aspect, from a positive front. Well, I'm making this video probably to inspire few people, not to invest into stock market, but to believe in one fact that businesses are required and ethical businessmen are the need of the hour, need of the society. Yes, again I'll repeat, you do not have to get motivated as a stock investors because of this talk of mine and start investing tomorrow itself all your money into Indian stock market. No, that is not the way to invest into market. The way to invest into market is go slow, invest now at 10,800 into good businesses. If market crashes to 7,500, again invest. And even if market goes to 11,500, invest even at that point of time. keep investing regularly, keep investing into the right businesses, and stop doubting the market. There might be bad people, bad market participants who have flaunted the idea of tip selling, who have pushed you for intraday trading, who would have helped you become a gambler of this stock market. I'm sure these kind of scenarios would be there, and majority of the cases which I hear belong from these kind of cases. But why these things even happen? These things even happen because we don't talk very openly about capitalism. We all want to become successful. What is the meaning of success? The meaning of success is money, fame, but then we Indians at society level are always shy telling everyone that I want to become rich. I would call it a hypocrisy. And that's the reason I would see people getting into the market in one corner, hiding his screen from the whole floor. I have seen this culture where people are involved into stock market but hiding it from his family, hiding it from colleague, and trading throughout the day. And since it is hiding, he's becoming or making it a taboo. And society have turned investment into stock market a taboo. I'm telling you, this is not good for Indian society. Capitalism of India, growth. You want to become number 3? You cannot become number 3. If your ease of doing the business is 100 or 70, you cannot become number 3 when you are hiding your investments into one of the greatest company in this country. Right? Yes. So market has come down to 10,700, and I can tell you it can be slightly overvalued or even slightly undervalued. That is something, is a topic of research for you. You have to be wise enough. You have to have more literacy. You have to contact probably the right advisors, SEBI registered advisors, whom you think are ethical. But then this doesn't mean that you are going to fail your portfolio. All I mean to say that create a portfolio. Create a portfolio of good companies. Don't doubt market. Don't invest all your money. Invest 10% of your savings, 15% of your savings. Okay, that should be probably the right approach. Doubting it and still getting involved into it is not the approach. You can certainly skip a stock market as well. There's no harm in that. But getting involved into it and keep on doubting it is like, you want to be successful, but you don't have the definition of being successful, and you have one intention of doubting your own success. Well, on this note, I would like to tell you that to make sure that we have enough financial literacy, we have been conducting more and more webinars, and I would always want to hear from people that what is their opinion. You may disagree with my points or agree with my points. I'm going to upload this video on YouTube. Whether you agree on these points or disagree with these points, or want to help me in spreading the financial literacy in India around the stock market, please comment below. I would like to hear your opinion as well. Thank you. Thanks a lot for watching this video.